Mm, mm, mm. How we doing out there, folks? Just clicking through to the thing with the stuff. How's everybody? Hi, welcome. This is Multilog. This is our Wednesday monologue style joke writing stream. If you are the kind of person who is interested in writing jokes, especially for a late night style show, I'm just noticing there's something going on my hair. Looks like my hair is even thinner than it's like the green screen is showing through and making my hair look thin. That's okay. I'm an old man. This kind of stuff just happens. These indignities follow you basically wherever you go when you get to my age. Now, speaking of indignities, I'm sorry to tell you that I spent a night in hell last night. Something's going on with my gut region that I don't know. Something I ate yesterday really disagreed with me, and I was very uncomfortable all night long, and I'm still pretty uncomfortable. But I didn't want to miss comedy because I love you guys. This is a lot of fun. And now I've reorganized my mic so that let's see if I can drink my coffee. There we go. Made it work. Okay. Hello. Welcome. This is the Scene Shop. I am Jim Hodgson. If you haven't seen last week's Multilog, it is on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel now, and you can watch previous previous streams there, or you can listen to them in the background, whatever you like. The jokes from this stream go out on the Monday newsletter every week when I remember to write the Monday newsletter, which is not every week. So, like I said, rough night last night for me. Is there a way to turn up the audio? I mean, it's pretty hot here, brother. Doesn't that seem good? I mean, I could talk directly into this thing, but then it's just gonna distort, I think. Tell me what you think. Okay, let's get to it, shall we? Oh, it was my computer's fault. That's okay. We're all friends here. No worries. Let's get to the writing, shall we? Yeah, rough night. Not feeling great. Your chat messages should be appearing now. As you can say, we are appearing in the library now. There's a library behind us, so that should I don't know, class things up a little bit. And I also included this time some ideas to kind of get us going, to get the stream going. I'll just read them to you. North Korean founder Kim Il-sung did not have the ability to teleport, state media admits. Surprising. Alberta minister says it's a great time to build a pipeline because COVID-19 restrictions limit protests against them. Toronto man says Canada Post just delivered a package he ordered 8 years ago. And the CDC says due to COVID restrictions, you have to stop kissing or snuggling your poultry, which is something I often do. Who hasn't snuggled their poultry? A dead man returns home a month since burial. Now, look, I'm not saying these are like fully formed or anything, but just something to get you going, something to get the riffing going. Let's see. North Korea founder. I think I'm going to change the subject of the sentence. Excuse me. Can't even spell. That's a pretty good joke. Looking 463. I like that one. I'm on board for that one. Yeah, so I don't understand why. So I was just working on this headline, and I don't understand why they put North Korean founder Kim Il Sung did not have the ability to teleport, comma, state media admits. It seems to me that the subject of that sentence is the state media is saying something. But now I can understand why you would use sort of a passive voice if you're writing a joke, because you want the funny part to be at the end. But I'm not sure I understand why you would do it if you're writing a headline. I'm just rearranging the chat box there. So I'm changing it. North Korea's state media has announced the country's founder did not have the ability to teleport. He got all those hole-in-ones with severed heads manually. Point being, he killed people. I don't know. I'm not loving having to do. I feel like this is. I don't love the awkwardness of he got all those hole-in-ones with severed heads manually. Voodoo 463. That's a great take on this. Well done to you, sir. I need to put your name on here as well. Nice work. Loving it. Okay, Aaron 1971 says, North Korea's state media has announced the country's founder did not have the ability to teleport, but refused to answer if he was the first clone. That's pretty funny. I don't know if it works as a tag to the previous, though. Not that it needs to, necessarily. I do like it, though, Aaron 1971. I'll just stick it in there. What the hell? What the hell, guys? Why not, right? Well done, Aaron. Okay. So anyway, if you're wondering why I'm looking like I'm tired and I feel like garbage, it's because I'm tired and I feel like garbage. But I don't want to miss the joke writing stream. What kind of a fool do you have to be to miss the joke writing stream? A significantly problematic person. All right, let's see. Maybe you should sleep in better dumpsters. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah. Announced the country's founder did not have the ability to teleport. Yeah. However, he was able to move from one location to another instantaneously. Yeah. That's funny, Sunyata. Come on, fingers. Come on, fingers. Work with me. You can do this. You can type. I've seen it. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe we need some better premises. What do you guys think? Dut. That's not what I wanted. Not smuggling, but snuggling. In other words, they're cock blocking us. Let's see. I'm not sure how this works as the new guy. Do we do one at a time or anyone that we want? Anyone that you want. Whatever appeals to you. State media admits. Yeah, unlike his successors. Yeah, that's a good one, Dan. Yeah, basically whatever. It doesn't have to be these premises either. I mean, I just put these here because it seems like the riffing gets going a little faster if there's sort of a seed to start from. But you don't have to, I mean, it could be about anything if you have anything that you've been working on. We're just trying to write some jokes and like stay busy and that kind of thing. That is not how you spell outbreak. There we go. CDC has said that due to COVID-19 and a salmonella outbreak, no surprise there. Yeah. Utah farmers are still allowed some limited heavy petting through a hole in the sheet. Right? Right. We'll see what else is going on. What about the lady who called the cops on the gentleman in New York? Not sure if there's a joke to be had there. I mean, it's a pretty terrible story. It's basically just unbridled racism. I mean, that's not very funny. Literally unbridled, since she was refusing to put a leash on her dog. Going Broke says, I'd be impressed if we got a joke out of that. Well, now I feel challenged, sir or madam. State media admits Kim Il-sung did not have the ability to teleport. He got stripped of his 7 teleport on cardinal titles. This looks to me like a Lance Armstrong joke. but I'm not sure that. I don't know what a something of the North. Well, I can tell you this much: fuck Lance Armstrong. I seriously dislike that guy. What a dick. Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. Thanks for clearing that up, Dan. I just didn't know how to say Korea in French, or in Korean for that matter. Wait. What if? I don't know how to type excellent thank you in PC. I could just copy yours. I know how to do it on Apple. There we go. Yeah, I did it. Hold down Alt GR whilst you type the E. What's GR? What is GR? Damn you. I know there's a way to where you use the number keys to the right of the space bar. Alt? No. Not in America, my friend. We don't have any of that foolishness. Kim Il-sung did not need the ability. I like that, Momo Siegel. Kim Il-sung did not need the ability. Now he can just assume his successors' bodies, which is why they need to eat twice as much. Yeah. Oh, we don't need to. Was. I'm with it. Okay. Yeah, I know how to copy and paste. I just don't know how to type a accent aigu, accent grave. No, accent aigu. Okay, we type single quote, then E. Let's try it. Nope. Backtick. Nope. Doo-doo. Yeah. Okay, I'm giving up. So Spike Punch Man has just joined us. Thank you for doing so, Spike Punch Man, and wants to know if we can run over what we've been through so far. So let me give you a quick read through. We just started the stream today with some just these 5 sort of headlines as an idea to kind of get the riffing going. So far, people have been pretty stoked about the North Korean idea. But anyway, here's what we got. North Korean founder Kim Il-sung did not have the ability to teleport, state media admits. Alberta minister says it is a great time to build a pipeline because COVID-19 restrictions limit protests against them. Excuse me. Toronto man says Canada Post just delivered a package he ordered 8 years ago. Excuse me. CDC says due to COVID restrictions, you have to stop kissing or snuggling your poultry. Salmonella outbreak in 28 states, including Utah. And a dead man returns home a month since burial. So here is what we have made of those so far. Overcooked chicken is like sex with a stranger, rubbery, but that's where the safety comes from. North Korea's state media has announced the country's founder did not have the ability to teleport. It just seemed that way because he's the only one with the car. Sung was saving all his powers for after his death. Now he can just assume his successors' bodies, which is why they need to eat twice as much. He has been retroactively stripped of his 7 teleport en Kohi Dunon titles. North Korea's state media has announced that the country's founder did not have the ability to teleport, but refused to answer if he was the first clone. They confirmed that he did, however, have the ability. I don't think we need a however. They confirmed that he did have the ability to move from one location to another simultaneously. I kind of dig that one for some reason. Well done, Sunyata. The CDC has said that due to COVID-19 restrictions and a salmonella outbreak in Utah, we have to stop snuggling and kissing our poultry. In other words, they're cock-blocking us. Utah farmers are still allowed some limited heavy petting through a hole in the sheet. Oh yeah, guys. Chugging forward into page 2. Now let's see here. Spike Punch Man, I hope that serves your purposes, as Jacques Cousteau is known to have said. I should take this moment to tell you guys, thanks, first of all, for joining us. Would love to have your support as a Twitch subscriber. We have a number of those now, which is really great. It just means a couple of bucks and helps with costs, hosting costs and stuff that it costs to do all of this, having a website and all that stuff. And this that money will eventually go to making projects once we're able to do that again. And we're thinking about ways to do some of those things. And also thank you to our patrons. If you're not interested in subscribing on Twitch, that's fine. We'd love to have you as a patron also. Our current patrons are Dan Simarn, JP LaRue, Monica Hall, and Robert Gross. So thank you so much to those people. I really appreciate the support. It means a lot as we continue to move forward into the frontiers of comedy. Anyway, thanks. Appreciate it, guys. So let's see. What do we got going, chat? Dead man returns home a month after being buried. He couldn't afford to just lay around doing nothing. Yeah, not bad. I like that, Aaron. I wonder if... I'm just going to go right with it. Come on, fingers. Oh, for God's sake. Killing me, fingers. Killing me. Let's see. Like the Korean dictators of just Russian dolling. Yeah, I like that idea too. Toronto Man says, Canada Post just delivered. This is Pete Chastford speaking. Toronto Man says, Canada Post just delivered a package you ordered 8 years ago. Thankfully, though, it was a Doomsday's prepper kit, so it was right on time. Not too shabs, PA. Well done, that man. Or non-man. Hey, my pal Decaturist just showed up. A good buddy of mine who's a journalist, a fearless journalist here in my area. Good to have you, Dan. Okay, breaking news in the Central Park story. It has been confirmed that the woman called 911 a second time, claiming that a bird threatened to poop on her. I do like that. I like that premise a lot. Um, um, but what if it's even worse? Like it's like uh, so I'm gonna take your idea and I'm gonna aberrate it a little bit. Oops. Um, but that was just a guy with a tan. I don't know. I'm not sure, chat. Tell me what you think. You comedy rabble. Dead man returns home a month after being buried. He just couldn't stand teenage girls' attempts at witchcraft. That's kind of funny. The threatening part is what makes me laugh. Yeah, I get you. I get you, but I don't want to. I like where you're going broke. I mean, I don't like that you're going broke. I would prefer that you're thriving monetarily. I think there's definitely a joke in there, but there's a lot of threading the needle here because there is actual entitled behavior and racism, and we don't want to. We just don't want to be adjacent to those things, even if it means a laugh. Um, but I do know that there's a joke in there. What I don't know is if I am the one to write and or tell it. But let's see. Let's keep it the way that you wrote it, because I like something that I often do is use. I like animals. I like doing jokes about animals because I think that they, especially in a situation like this, I think if you add animals, you can add like whimsy and silliness without. You can take some of the sort of some of the seriousness out of it. You know what I mean? So I dig that you did that. Breaking news on the Central Park story. It's been confirmed that the woman called 911 a second time. Um, okay. What do we think about this? Breaking news in the Central Park story. It has been confirmed that the woman called a second time on the way home on a particularly ethnic pigeon. Not sure. I don't know. Um, I don't know. It just doesn't. It's not. I feel like in my guts. Not only do I have the problem of the stomach issue I was experiencing last night, but about this joke, I feel a problem in my guts, and I don't know if it's because I'm feeling sort of. I don't know if it's because I'm feeling sort of racially apprehensive. Again, I wouldn't want to be. I don't want to be adjacent to any sort of. I don't want to be racist at all in any way, but certainly not just to get a joke. So I don't know if it's that, but I don't know. I don't feel good about this one. I liked it when I liked it when I read it, but my concern is that like a bird threatening to poop on her, I think is a little. I don't know. I don't think it really fits. I don't think it fits the landscape quite as much as I would like for it to. But I do think that I think that you're thinking in the right direction. Toronto Man says Canada Post. I'm just catching up with the chat. Toronto Man says Canada Post just delivered a package he ordered 8 years ago. Said he's looking forward to the one he ordered 7 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, I dig that one, Sunyata. The threatening part is what makes me laugh. Yeah. Okay. Toronto Man apologizes for bothering the Postal Service for 8 years with this package. Yeah, sure. Woman from Central Park has claimed she isn't racist, and to prove matters. On a particularly threatening pigeon. Yeah, that's a way to get out of it, sort of. I think that's. I think you're doing an admirable job of throwing a life raft to my failed setup and punchline along those lines. But it might be that what we need to do is let my failed setup and punchline, in this case, drown. Let's move forward, shall we? We shall. How are we doing? We're doing great. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I'm loving I still like the joke writing stream. I feel like, not to tell tales out of school, but I feel like people really like the sketch writing stream. And I feel like people really like the web series writing stream on Monday. And this is kind of like I just dig this, the purity of writing jokes. They're almost like poems in a way, like, really small. Let's see what we got. Maybe I can come up with something about the dead guy. So far, I think the Peach Astrid. So far, I think your joke on this Canada Post thing is the best I've seen. Yeah, Talno says jokes are the meat of both sketches and HOA. Yeah, that's exactly why they're so important. I as you guys know, you've heard me blather on about comedy philosophy, but I think it's the most important thing. And that, like, your sketches and everything else should come from jokes. Canada just delivered a package you ordered 8 years ago. Here's just think, maybe a full colon there. Don't need a comma there. Toronto Man says Canada Post. I'm reading Voodoo 463 here. Toronto Man says Canada Post just delivered a package he ordered 8 years ago. What am I supposed to do with another butt plug? Yeah. What were you supposed to do with the first butt plug? I guess put it up your butt. Right? I have a lot of... I was going to say I have a lot of sexual experience and try to, like, carry that off in a sarcastic way, but you guys know it's not true. Just in time, my old one is just worn thin. That's interesting. Like, if you wore out a butt plug and then it's like, I can barely even feel this thing anymore. That'd be a great sight gag. All right, Spiked Punch Man's got a joke for us, everybody. Hold on to your butts. And it's a 4 or 5 liner, so it's going to be really good. A Toronto Man says Canada Post just delivered a package he ordered 8 years ago. You returned it saying that the porn stars in the delivered DVD Wet and Wild Teen 16 are now MILFs, so it's not the same. Yeah, I think there's a more terrible way to go at that. There you go. Canada Post just delivered a package a man ordered 8 years ago. What am I supposed to do with this now? He asked. They're all legal. Is it terrible? Yeah, it's terrible. Toronto man says Canada Post just delivered a package he ordered 8 years ago. Was delighted to receive 1,000% extra magic mushrooms before the disappointment of his immediate rest. Yeah. It's a shame it's Canada because it would be like you could do something like it is a little wordy, PA, but hey, that's cool. We're all friends here. Just delivered a package. Was delighted to receive 1,000% extra magic mushrooms. Yeah. What do people order by mail? A lot. And then there's like it could be like he ordered like the last Netflix DVD or something like that. Oh yeah, it could be I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember this. Dan is. The Wiz is definitely old enough. Maybe telling us as well. But when I was a kid, there was this record and tape scam that Columbia Music would do. I think that might be what Dan's talking about, because I think Dan is maybe about my age. But you would send them a penny, and they would send you like 8 or 9 tapes, and then I think they eventually moved into CDs. But then the deal was that like you were supposed to be locked into like a monthly whatever, and basically your parents, you would send it in, and then you would be locked into this deal, and then like it basically was a scam to make your parents pay off like a monthly fee for these tapes that you're getting sent. And I think sort of legally savvy parents would say, you can't make a legal agreement with a 14-year-old kid, so go F yourselves. But I'm sure that plenty of kids and families out there were just like, ugh, and they like paid the thing. Hoping you forget to cancel the album of the month. Yeah, it was a dumb idea. It was pretty scammy. I think I did it once. I can't remember. Or maybe I never went for it. I probably talked to my dad about it, and he was like, don't be dumb. That's the kind of thing he would say. He was an accountant, so he was pretty savvy with that, the scammy type of stuff. Jim's in, off the top rope out of nowhere. Anti-lockdown protesters ingest themselves with the bubonic plague. That's pretty funny. All right, I'm on board. I don't want to overthink it. The only trouble with it is it just sounds like a setup. Let's see if we can come up with a punch to go with this. Maybe there's a punch to go with that. Finish it, Jimson. The chat are turning on one another. Don't do it, guys. Maintain your solidarity. There's enough conflict in this world. Obviously, you can turn on me, but not on yourselves. I'm going to go ahead and put your name here. Trying to think. Mm, I don't know. Nobody owns the libs like medieval rats. I don't know. Yeah, Jim's and I like it a lot. I just wish there was I think if we could come up with a really good punch for that, it would be a solid swipe. Now, I don't know how you liquefy racism, but we don't have to adhere to physical rules. I don't know if that's a good swipe or not. For the record, I know Jim's and I'm not attacking him. Oh, okay, good. Okay, cool. I don't like done protesters injecting themselves with the bubonic plague. Mm, you missed that one. Maybe. What did I miss, Dan? I got delivered after Toronto lifted the ban on having fun. I guess I don't know enough about Toronto to know if that's a good swipe. Toronto man says Canada Post just delivered a package from 8 years ago. Bad news. It was a Bush was the worst president ever t-shirt. Yeah, Senora, I think that's a decent avenue. I'm gonna hang this one on you, Senora, even though I don't know if it's all your fault. I think I share some of the blame for that. Anti-lockdown protesters inject themselves with playing. It's a dead version of the plague, just to build up antibodies. Someone is calling me on my telephony device. How dare they? Anti-lockdown person. That's a funny angle, PA. So it's like, because, yeah, it's like it actually technically raised their intelligence. I'm just going to cut this out of this. Yeah, okay. Anti-lockdown protesters are injecting themselves with bubonic plague, proving that your great ancestors might just be dumber than you. Well, they certainly are now because they're dead, right? What else? What else happened at that point that was pretty dumb? The Crusades. That was pretty dumb. I don't know. The president says it'll save you from injecting disinfectant. Inquisition was pretty dumb. Yeah, that's a good point, Jensen. The Inquisition, look out soon. We're on a mission to convert the Jews. Jews. You guys remember that old tale from the sea? Yeah, maybe there's a joke, an Inquisition-related joke. It's like, the what? Or anti-lockdown protesters aren't, but still claim the measles vaccine is no. Yeah. Injecting themselves with bubonic plague, the Great Black Death. Yeah, that's a pretty dark one. Voodoo 463. I don't dislike it. That is pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. Okay, guys, we got to come together. We have to join our bodies, like one of those Transformer guys, right? You know what I'm saying. We have to come together and form a being that is greater than ourselves. And in order, by doing that, we're going to write one really smoking joke for the end of this stream. You know what it might be fun to do? Tell me what you guys think about this. Do you think it would be fun to, in the joke writing stream, to like name a winner of the stream, like whoever wrote the best joke in the stream? That might be fun. And then at the end of the stream, I think I'll do that today. I think I'll pick a joke. It's actually not full of diarrhea. It's just gas, which is the ghost of diarrhea. Let's see. Anti-elect emperors are willing to die for the almighty dollar in hopes a commemorative coin is issued with their faces on it. That's a pretty solid one. Era 1971. AA Ron. None too shabby. Anti-elect emperors willing to die. Yeah. Inject themselves with bubonic plague. I like where you were going, PA. Tell me what you think about this. Crap. What do you think about that? Is that an improvement or a deprovement, as is known? The pustules are bursting with patriotism. It's not really fair to hang that on you, is it? Christian rock band's lead singer says he no longer believes in God. Reached out for God. Comment. What about we reached out to God for comment, but he's busy recording a shitty rock song? What do you think about that? Canada Post just delivered a package a man ordered 5 years ago. Postmaster General hails it as the fastest they've ever delivered anything. Yeah. I'm not opposed. Yeah, Dan. I think that's a better take. Great work together, gang. Great work. Maybe God was listening to Striper too loud to hear the call. Yeah. I think I learned my favorite word today, pustules. Okay, let's go back over these things. What do you say? Get rid of these. We don't need these anymore. Overcooked chicken is like sex with a string or rubbery, but that's where the safety comes from. It's a good joke, Voodoo. North Korea's state media has announced that the country's founder did not have the... I'm going to go ahead and bold this. I'm going to bold it as a candidate for a joke of the stream. And I'm going to choose a joke of the stream, each stream, like I was saying. Country's founder did not have the ability to teleport. Actually, I dig that one too. Wait, I don't want to have to unbold these when I put them in the thing. Sung was saving all his powers, but now he can his way needs to eat twice as much. I kind of screwed that one up. He's been retroactively stripped of his selling. Yeah. North Korea's state media has announced the country's founder did not have the ability to teleport, but refused to answer if he was the first clone. They confirmed that he did have the ability. That's funny. CDC has said that due to COVID-19, can I do a poll in chat? How do I do that? Is it possible to post a poll? God, that would be just grand. Could do a poll in the Discord. Ask your community questions and see results directly in the chat. Boom. Boom. All right, here it goes, guys. Hold on to your butts. All right. Now I need to, excuse me, this is the first time I've done this, so pardon me for doing this. It looks like it'll let me do it in the chat, so I'm going to try to get everybody's name in there. So there's, I'm having to type on my laptop, which is far away. Who else do we have? Oh, God. Bear with me, folks. We get Senyata in there? Not yet. It looks like I only have 5 possibilities. That's annoying. All right, so I'm just going to do this. Let me go through and keep picking here. Voodoo 463 needs to be on there for sure. I don't think 5 is enough people. All right, I'm just going to fire this off and see. Yeah, let me keep reading from where I left off before. Toronto Man says, Canada Post just delivered package years ago. Doomsday Purpose Kid, so it was right on time. I dig that one. Just thinking 8 or 9 years from now, you two could have some toilet paper. Canada Post just delivered a package a man ordered 8 years ago. What am I supposed to do with this now? He asked, they're all legal. That was mine, so it doesn't count. Anti-lockdown protesters are injecting themselves with bubonic plague. It's a funny premise. Yeah, okay, here it comes. Let's see what happens with the poll. I put 5 people in here. Okay, 5 minutes. Don't everybody just vote for yourselves, you bastards. It's not that important. So you have 5 minutes. Let's see if there's some stuff. It's hard because we don't see all the jokes. Yeah, you're right. That is hard. Maybe it needs to be. We'll find a way to do this better next time. But it just occurred to me during the stream today, so we'll improve this. We'll make Dan write some more software. He likes that. Let's see. I think I missed some jokes here. Christian rock band's lead singer quits believing in God after discovering rocks have cleavage. Thankfully, the audience doesn't care. SS3540. Yeah, thanks for coming by the way. Christian rock band's lead singer quits announcing he no longer believes in God. God comments, she's never believed in Christian rock. Yeah, that calls to mind the that Beatles thing where it was like somebody asked the Beatles at a press conference, what do you say about the fact that Detroit has got a group that's going to try to stamp out the Beatles? And they were like, oh, we're going to stamp out Detroit. Christian rock bands. Lead singer quits believing in God after toddler demolishes his signed Jimi Hendrix LP. That would make me pretty mad too. Oh, lordy. Christian rock band's lead singer quits believing in God when he fell in love with Black Sabbath. Sure. So far, everybody's voting for like, oh, wow. Got a big lead coming through. So far, 4 people have received votes, and 1 person has received 3 votes. For you Europeans, that's 3 votes. I guess it's still going. We need a few more minutes. I'm going to vote. Oh, you can see the results. Cool. All right. Well, I wish there was a countdown thing that showed how long it would take for that to finish. Anybody got one last topic to riff on? I vote White Death. Yeah. 49% of people in the United States did too, buddy. Booyah. And now I wish I had not done 5 minutes on this poll. When do we go from browsing the web to web browsing us? Yeah, that reminds me of the Yakov Smirnov. In Soviet Russia, TV watches you. I misspelled your name also, Dan, on the vote thing, but it doesn't seem to bother people. Why won't it say how long this is going to last, for God's sake? It's at the top of the chat, Momo Siegel. Or should be. Trump is trying to ban social media after Twitter fact-checked him. Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole clusterfuck. I misspelled my name also as Dan pronounced Tracy. Yeah, well, that came out earlier today. Come on, poll, finish up. That's a good one, HL month. I like it. Gonna add, that's a late addition. Well done to you. There you can see the winner. It was Dan. Well done. Solid joke. Yes, well done, Dan. Well done to you. Trump was asked about being a fact checked on Twitter. What's the fact? Yeah. Okay, so that's the stream, guys. Dan is our first ever choice of the chat joke doer. We'll try to figure out how to do this better next time. It would be great if... God, I ran into the stupid microphone again. We'll figure out how to do this better next time. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging on. My name is Jim. This is the Scene Shop Multilog that we do on Wednesdays. The jokes that we wrote today will go out on the Monday email if I remember to write it. So if you want to get that email, you can find that at sceneshop.us. If you want to talk about comedy all your life, which you do, you can join us on the Discord, which you can also find at our website, sceneshop.us. Lots of cool stuff going on. These things are now going to the YouTubes, so they will be there in perpetuity, and you can watch the streams there. And I've been posting some. I posted one to Reddit. It did pretty well. Usually Reddit hates anything that seems good. They just prefer boobs and racism. But they actually liked it, which was nice. Makes me think that our community is going against the grain in that way. But anyway, thanks everybody for participating. Do go by my website and buy some fantastic novels. You can find that at readmyfuckingbooks.com. You can also go to jimhodgson.com, but readmyfuckingbooks.com is a little bit easier to remember. Now, we'll see you in the chat. We'll be around, and hope you're being healthy and happy and safe and all that stuff. We'll talk to you soon, friends. See you later.